Stray King I represent for Flowers Garden, you know. Go and go subscribe.
It's not good. Many people are dead. There's nothing on the island.
We need help. We need help. That's all I could say.
During the storm, my roof went off. My husband had to put my son and some other persons in the roof, and we slept. They slept in the rafters. He slept on a washer. A guy slept on a fridge. It was in good conditions at all. About 10 o'clock the night of the storm, in the height of the storm, 10 persons swam to my house in 10-foot surge with 5 children. The youngest was a 5-month baby. The oldest was a 6-month-old, and he had cerebral palsy. So they put the children on a mattress. They lifted, push it for about, I would say, 3 blocks. And they banged on the door. The water was here to my husband's neck, but we made a decision to open the door and let them in, and that's how they survived.
Can you tell me about the people there? What are the conditions that some of them are in right now?
It's deteriorating really fast, mentally, emotionally, physically. There are a lot of people that lost their limbs. There was a guy that tried to save his mom. He lost his arm, but the current took another guy. He lost his son. So it's persons everywhere, families, and there's a lot of people that are missing. Until rescue teams can get in to clean up and remove buildings off of persons, they won't know the total death toll, and until the water subsides. And the sharks are in the water, on the land in Abaco.
Do you think the government is doing enough?
They are doing what they can. At this time, nothing can land because the airports are not clear.
From you, what does it mean to be hugging your relatives here?
Everything. Because a lot of people can't do that, and a lot of them lost their entire family.
What kinds of needs do people have over there?
All basic necessity, everything that is basic: water, food, pampers, medication, just basic necessity. Everything is gone.
So what message do you want to send the people that are watching you right now about what you've seen?
We need help. We need help.
I'm going to walk around different sides of the house. We have hurricane impact windows, so we're able to watch this whole thing unfold. So I think our basketball hoop will give you kind of an indication as to how high the water is. Now our neighbor next door has a wall which is completely underwater. They have never experienced anything like this or seeing it firsthand like this. I'm going to go to the other side. And by the way, we are over the bridge in Grand Bahama in an area called Pine Bay. And just look at this. The ocean is literally here. It's all around us. And fortunately for us, we built our house up 15 feet on stilts. Of course, everything we have downstairs is trashed. And so far, the only flaw we're seeing is that the windows were not sealed. So water is seeping through as the wind blows it through the wall down by the window. But it feels like we're in a houseboat. I mean, look at this. I'm going to go to the... Well, we have canals all around us. Our house is on a cul-de-sac, so we're on a point. But the side that faces where we would directly go to the ocean, I'm going to walk over to there so you can see what it looks like out there. Again, this is facing off to the side view, and Sandra Gutierrez, if you're watching this, you can see your house in the far distance, mostly just about underwater. And now look at the back here. This is just... And the water's at the first landing of the stairs in the back here. You can see that it's washing over the slaked tiles. And the house in the distance, which is about halfway underwater. Now I'm going to walk to the other side of the house where our other neighbors are. I don't know how they're faring in there. I believe that they stayed and tried to reach them.
I don't know where this water's coming from.
And as you look over here, you can see that beautiful house our neighbors built. It's, goodness, it's mostly underwater. This is going to be something else when it all has subsided, but it feels endless. And I'm going to head out through our bedroom window here. And this is the view outside of our bedroom window. Debris everywhere. And on the canal side, the raging ocean. And from when I shot earlier, it looks like the water has gotten a bit higher.
Well, meanwhile, another part of the world that I know you're very involved in helping in a very different kind of recovery is the Bahamas. The situation following Storm Dorian is devastating. We know that its passage is still going on with possibly more problems to be caused elsewhere, not least the US. What is UK practically doing to help?
Well, Kate, you're right. I mean, this is a terrible tragedy, and of course our hearts go out to all of those who have lost, particularly loved ones, but people's homes have been destroyed, businesses have been destroyed. In terms of what practically the UK is doing, we have a coordinated cross-government effort, so we're working with the Foreign Office, the Ministry of Defence, and DFID together. We have a ship out there, Royal Fleet Auxiliary Mount Spade, which is providing practical support. We have people from DFID who are on the ship. We have supplies that are going out, so basic things like shelter, food, water, and of course, really basic amenities like soap. The ship also has on it equipment, heavy equipment, to help clear the airport, the Bay Area, so that other supplies can get in. But right now, I think what we need to make sure, and we're doing this, is that supplies are able to get in, they're able to be airlifted, and people are getting that basic support right now. And clearly, as other support is required and there are requests, we will of course look at those very seriously.
It must be very difficult for anyone in government right now. You're their International Development Secretary, focused on potentially life-saving work that needs to be happen in the Bahamas. And yet back home, the news, people's thoughts are dominated by every day new levels of chaos and new challenges that Boris Johnson faces. Do you still believe he's taking the right path?
Boris Johnson is actually taking the right path. I mean, he campaigned on the
Officials say thousands of people are still missing in the Bahamas in the wake of Hurricane Dorian. The storm is now battering the coast of the US, but it has weakened since it devastated the islands. Our chief correspondent Richard Gaisford is in the capital, Nassau. Good morning, Richard. Now, the search and rescue operation underway. What about the situation with aid? Is that starting to get through to people?
Yeah, there is some good news, Charlotte. Over the last 24 hours, they've managed to ramp up the number of flights to the worst affected areas. That means more aid going in, more people coming out. And they're telling some incredible stories, not only of the devastation, but of their survival. And also of things not going very well at all, and things not going very well at all in terms of law and order and a breakdown in security. Roaming the streets, shops being looted, buildings being robbed, and people in a really dangerous place. And these survivors are urging their government here in the Bahamas to start accepting more international help as quickly as they possibly can, especially from America. Days after the hurricane left them with nothing, they've finally been brought to safety. Becky and Ryan have lost almost all they own, but they have brought an incredible story of survival with them from the ruins of their home in Marsh Harbour.
We got swept into the current, and all the kids and everything got taken, except for the 1-year-old with him there.
I was born in a piece of concrete building, me and my 1-year-old, until somebody could throw something across to pull us across, because the current was too strong, everybody was at risk. My daughter was
91-year-old Jean Lowe survived the hurricane on Abaco and has lived in the Bahamas all her life. She and her family have never experienced anything like the storm that's left them homeless.
The entire topography has been changed, the landscape has been changed forever.
Dorian's continued its deadly and dangerous path, causing flooding and damage in the Carolinas. Back in the Bahamas, the evidence of Dorian's sheer strength is now becoming clear, with British aid starting to get through to worst affected areas. It's short-term help on once paradise islands, where long-term problems will remain for years. Richard Gaisford, Good Morning Britain, the Bahamas.
Absolutely devastating.
Yes, isn't it? And, heading towards the US, we'll wait and see. Hopefully it's lessened, but you can see there it's had significant consequences.
It took years for them to get past his hand. Charlotte, thank you.
Now, Ray's here after 8:30.
And Stray King I represent for Flowers Garden, Go and go subscribe.